Thank you, Trace. It does start right now. It's basically a best of one at this point, but it never really is when it's a third map. There's always the subtle nuances of previous games, the psychological aspect of tilt, perhaps, or overachievement in other cases.
Yeah, I feel like the fact that, yeah, sure, Liquid won that, that's fine, but they were so close. G2 had them red. Like, they've been doing their homework, like we kept saying, and it will be a CT star for them. The knife goes in their favor, and we'll see if they can win a pistol here. A much-needed one, I would say, against Liquid on Inferno. In terms of the T setup, once again, it's that P250 in the hands of Elige. Couple of smokes suggest a B finish, but a default for now.
Naf already toward the bench position. So getting closer toward the top of the mid wall, currently covered right now by Omnic, as well as his teammate and friend in Kenny S. And they've got a backup. Shox can peek out. In fact, he's actually doing so before the contact is made. But he watches the boiler door for now. So a three-man stack toward top mid, 2 and B very passively, but all the action from Liquid is onto the A site. And overrun is Kenny and Omnic jumping with Stewie. Twist, he hit Shox just like we saw on the opening pistol of Overpass. So far, although Naf's on 4 HP, no kills for G2, and they've got a bomb down.
Certainly do. Very convincing scenes here from Liquid. There's a nice shot from Lucky. Might want to hold on to the smoke and flash at this point. This one looks like it's out of reach, but we'll see how it develops. Going to be at least exploring their options here. Need to find headshots quickly. There's one, but ultimately a fast finish there for Liquid. 1-0 on the board on the T side. Force buy is very prevalent on CT side of Inferno. French team on the server as well. It would suggest that's what's going to happen. CZ's armor, one smoke each is normally enough. And we'll see if it comes through. Deagle purchased. As we spoke before, G2 are going with the philosophy, if you're going to find a 1D, probably not going to get shot in return. So not a full investment, but I like this though. It's pretty much what I described. It's not the force buy, but you have the 5 smokes, Deagles, and you haven't compromised all of your money. So in that first gun round, you'll still have everything you need, and you've got a chance of winning this one. Not as much chance, I suppose, with the armor, but we'll see if you can whittle down that timer and make it uncomfortable here for the North Americans.
Well, Naf right now will back away. I appreciate that you said North Americans.
Yeah, I always am aware.
Thank you. I thought Liquid were. Maple syrup, Moose. We were all on the same page until they decided to put Naf and Twist in Captain America jerseys. I'm happy that Marvel's here. It's cool, but come on, man.
Captain Canada does have a bit of a ring to it as well, to
I
be honest.
agree.
So where's that superhero?
Crazy Canucks.
That would, yeah, that could be a spin-off, I suppose.
I'll write it tomorrow. I'll do my own illustrations, too.
I look forward to it.
Stick figures have never been so popular. I think they're really in right now. Very fetch.
They're making a comeback. Very fetch. Nice, okay. Mean Girls throwback there for anyone?
Yeah, actually, someone said it to me the other day, and that's why it was in my mind.
I said it last night. That was why I found it weird. I was like, why?
Oh, really?
Yep.
I was the guy sitting in the corner of the restaurant just overhearing everything. Don't mind me.
Anyway, we are going to see the B finish here. Liquid might have the upper hand. It's a nice shot from Stu TK to open things up, as Jax will have to deal with no armor, so they are very squishy on the B site, and down they go. Just looking for exit at this point. Nice stuff from Liquid. That's how you want to do it. Default the start, execution, use all your grenades, and throw the SMGs in first. And the fact they have no armor means it goes through them like a hot knife through butter. So, 2 kills found, round done. Exit kills the only option here for G2, but you don't really need to look for them, you Liquid. What are you going to find? A Deagle, a chance to give away a rifle, not really worth it. All exit out the mouth of Banana here and win the round. Lovely stuff. Final map of the day here. Elige just confirming everything's under control.
Well, everything seems to be. And both teams will let this one go as it is. No further argument. G2 not quite in a position of power yet in terms of economy, so they'll sit for one more. Liquid don't have to invest much into this one at all.
No.
Just the utility required. So they'll have a buy in the next round no matter what. And a bit of a bonus situation in that there's 3 SMGs currently in the mix.
Yeah, time to farm some cash, boys. G2 will have the Deagles again, and they're going to send 5 players towards the B side of the map. They've got 1 HE, and I think they'll just... This could be the old classic of stack the B site and send 2 to rush, but it looks like they are going to commit to their detriments, unfortunately. At least for Amanek, as he'll be going down first. 2k known for his aggression towards B, will be taken down by Lucky. Didn't really have to commit to that shot, but still should be fine. Doesn't give up too much. Gun's still under control here as Lucky is flashed. Just making sure they don't pick up that rifle the Stewie dropped there, but another headshot comes through. That's lovely work. A chance here as they take the man advantage. Still with a few smokes, but only one rifle. They need to go collect that AK.
Liege has done that. Again, though, bonus rounds, but up against Deagles, it's not the best situation to give them away. Slightly lagging behind is Twists. He's just going to hold off the bottom of Banana, but now gets in position to smoke instead. No peek from top mid. That's essentially what he was waiting for. Smoke down, Jax through it. Is he? Not yet. Nades on top of him. He's going to make that far more difficult. Jax! Oh, I thought he was going to find the second one as he was wildly wielding the Deagle, but NES can't do anything through the coffins, and all he does is give his position away. Twist, SMG, Shock's the same, and he's on the flank. He switches over to the Deagle. In fact, wants the distance. And he knows that Nitro's new box.
Oh, the smoke. So trying to flush him out here, but Nitro going to sit in that if he wants to. And that's all he'll do. Nothing really Shocks can do, unfortunately. The best chance they had there, Kenny going for the spam. Might have seemed a bit desperate, but if it does come through, that ruffles the feathers of Liquid so much. They don't get the plant down, and maybe they can win the round up through that. But unfortunately, didn't work out for them. They go down 3-0. Lovely shots there, but able to win the round. It's going to be the first gun round here with Kenny S on the AWP CT side of Inferno. He's been playing well today. We'll see if he can kick things off with a bang. AKs across the board, though, for Team Liquid. No Kriegs, surprisingly. See whether Kenny's gambit towards the banana position will help them out. It's aggression towards B from the CTs. Napa opens things up. And that means A's open, Matt. That's a rare sight. You see no one towards A whatsoever. Kenny S will scramble back towards Arch. And at this point, Liquid must hold up. Wait for the reaction smokes to come through. See if they get some intel here. Snapfly to get the opening frag. And still with 1 minute 20 on the clock, they'll just stick in their positions.
A Liege boiler door. Jax waiting atop a banana with his teammate Shocks already stuck in down toward the logs.
Yeah, it's a nice crossfire. If they can bait Shocks in, it's good for a couple of frags. But now he's gone down, you're definitely going to check logs. If you don't, that's a nightmare. Nafly, if he commits any further than that, could be taken down, but just wants to throw one flash,
Shocks.
but that's information.
Yeah, he's heard them retreating, though. Look how low they are. Naf, great shot.
Wow. Okay.
That was Shocks' best chance in the round, because he knew that they were gone. He was already down there. If he could have caught them off, and the bomb on low HP as well in Stewie's hands, it could have amounted to maybe something, maybe for Lucky, but now it's just he and Elige to have a battle, one-on-one, while the rest are over at B with the bomb. So round is going to Liquid either way. How much damage can Lucky do? Certainly one more. That one's free of charge.
Bomb planted at B, the hunt is on. You can see this time, Liquid have got the resources to justify making sure they take the AWP out of Lucky's hands, and he's not really in a position to hold on to it. They're not forcing the issue just yet. I don't think he survives this unless he nails this shot cleanly. Not going to happen. Stewie2K gets him, and it's worth it, right? You know, we've got Kenny S on the other side of the server. One AWP and pistols is enough to win a round. They want to make sure that they can take him down. They were willing to give up a couple of kills there. This is it. Okay. Fully blind, bottom of middle, takes the first pick. You don't see that too often. Oh my goodness.
I thought that shot had to be pretty special. Yeah. He was standing next to Twist or Naf. I can't remember who was right beside him. That had to be a special shot.
Yeah, that was nuts. Okay then, 4-0. Nova shotguns out. A little bit cheaper these days. Seeing it come into the game a bit more, but the only real viable position for it is in the apartments. I assume that's where Shoxy is, and indeed he is. Now hold that. It's a great position to hold, but you need to find the perfect shot. Lethal at this range. Twists. Waits for any aggression. Wow, what a stack.
That is a huge stack. It's a fat stack. He's the big stack at this poker table. That's a shotgun that really hurts if you get that close to it. Twist finds out the hard way. Elige takes out Jax. Stewie takes out Lucky, so we're back on level ground, and uneven scales because the B site's wide open and the bomb outweighs the
It
defense.
was a nice stack, good approach, but it gave up so much information. They were just there hunting for the stack, seeing what was available to them, equal trades, and then, unfortunately, for Lucky, he's holding towards B by himself. They saw the trajectory of the smoke. They knew exactly where he was. Quick kill on him, round done, and no reason to go for this on the G2 side. They have 2 AKs, so all things considered, in the context of this round, they leave with 2 AK-47s. A chance to win it, sure, but it's a really nice quick call from Liquid. Nice information found, and they'll hold on to an AWP as well, so that is not bad at all. 5-0, Amanek decent position to catch an exit frag, but Liege doesn't have to move any further. Looks things, he'll be absolutely fine. To sit there in ruins, not a problem. No one else to be dropped here, and the AKs will be salvaged by the CT side, and G2 keep having these troubling starts to these maps. From a 6-1 down on Dust 2, had to bring it right back.
Yep.
Difficult start and overpass as well. Brought it back to, sure, a defeat, but 16-13, a good game. If they could just find decent momentum at the start of one of these maps, it could be a different story altogether. But once again, on the T side, it's Liquid with a huge lead here. Orbs have a Kenny, but he's only on 1 frag so far. Orgs only brought out in singular fashion this time. That's in the hands of Amanek.
Naf gets by the Flames without much damage taken, actually. Only loses 3 HP. Stewie loses more just stepping into it to throw a Molotov of his own toward the top of Banana.
Indeed. This will be a fast execution towards A. You can see them really moving conviction. 3 smokes deployed towards the arch side. They're going to focus on the quad. Amanek has to deliver here. They've got players all over the bomb site. It looks very good for G2 in terms of the setup here, but Kenny's not landing a shot. He's in trouble now. Oh, maybe not for long. It's a bit of a special of his in that A bomb site. It doesn't work out, and now the 2 versus 1 comes through. Luckily for Jax, though, Naf's in T-spawn. There is a chance he gets this and can defuse, but Stewie knows it as well. He has to try and stay alive here, but somehow just hits a shot. Look how far away Nafi was. There was a chance a full defuse comes in there.
Stewie, by the way, having a solid game right now, sitting at 10-1. But that was well done. You spotted it because he was low HP. If he gets 1 bullet landed against him, that's a defuse. Stays alive, does better than that, defends himself valiantly.
Yeah. And one thing to note as well, he makes sure that's only a headshot duel at that point. He's low HP, right? So it's who blinks first, who's going to nail that first headshot. The way he's playing right now, why not take it, I suppose? If he sits there and cowers, he's probably going to die eventually, and that defuse to come in. He might as well fight the best he can with the headshot angle, considering the shots he's hitting right now.
Stewie wanting his turn to round the corner. Naf already getting Kenny, clears part of Banana. Jax. I was gonna say mid-Molotov and a peek off a flash. Nearly got a chance for more, but Molotov landing behind him. He knew he had to retreat then or never, because he would have been forced out to take the fight. Stewie and Naf both tagged up considerably by the Flames, though, and they'll throw away one of the ops.
Yeah, good. Probably for the best. Not really a thing to have 2 orbs on the T side of Inferno. 1 is difficult enough to operate with. So damage done towards Jax, but they took a decent grenade at the start. This round isn't concluded just yet. Shoxy, strong incendiary, better follow-up shot as well. Stewie 2K goes down. And now, the A bomb site is going to be the final commitment here from Liquid, but 2 CTs ready and waiting.
Dominic waiting, crossing. Hold for Shox, though. Waiting on the site, not spotted yet. Looked away at the wrong time. Wanted to swing back to where the damage was done. Lee's still not convinced that the hole is covered off inside a pit, but they'll Molotov that instead, and Jax and Lucky are heading for the hills. 7-0 for Team Liquid at this point, so getting to Inferno, the depth in the pool, we're seeing why they are the world #1. We were seeing why G2 had an argument against them so far in this series in the previous 2 maps. I would think at points in this series, G2 have been the better team, just outright. But now Liquid are returning to form.
Yeah, they really are. 7-0 locked in. G2 are losing that first pick consistently. At this stage, Liquid know they've got such a massive buffer, such a huge advantage. They can start to play a lot looser. They can start to have some fun. Another convincing round. Lucky will find 1 on the exit. That's Nitro to be removed. Doesn't really matter too much. Their money's kind of out of control right now. Nafly is knocking on the door of 16K. He's currently set on 13,000. Reinvest down to 12. Plenty of money here. It's looking good for a 2-1 finish for Team Liquid. G2 save 2 weapons. He'll take a tactical timeout now as they realize this game is slipping away. They save 2 M4s. They have maximum loss bonus. Shoxy was 6,400. He'll be able to drop the AWP for Kenny. I'm almost certain they buy into this round. No reason not to. The resources are there. but what's the adjustment? How do they get into this game? How do they stop losing that first pick? Maybe just play a very passive round. You're not winning with the aggression at all here. Nafly seems to be picking them off every single opportunity he gets. So the buy comes through. The Shoxy drop the AWP though. Still there with a big stack of cash. Kenny's starting to feel the pressure now. They do go for the AWP. It's dropped. See whether this is going to be my GT can post their first round, but still compromised. Glass cannon for Kenny. One kit, couple of incendiaries as they battle for control once again.
Smoke down, Jax. So blind, nowhere to go. Has to fight himself out of the corner and can't do it, but he does bait enough aggro for Kenny S to come back out and get the trade. And things slow down. Bomb still back toward T stairs. It's Twist that's going back for it now. No one peeking at the top of middle, so nothing to worry about for him as he crosses back inside of Banana. Stewie waiting and receiving. Shox had the idea right that they could have swung back through CT with the smokes down, covering off coffins, but he didn't get the angle first. It's down to Wamanuk and Kenny S in a 2 versus 4, and I think again a save on the cards. My goodness, it's 8-0. Eventually, they've got to start going for these.
Yeah, this one though, just impossible.
Nice angle.
There's no reason for Kenny to even be part of that. Like, what does an exit frag even do from at this point? They've got so much cash.
Yeah, it's kind of save or don't. If you're down 7-0 and you want to save.
Yeah, like even if you get all the kills up on the exit, like you're 8-0 down, you've got no money. They've got all of it. You've got glass cannon as well. You put so much pressure on yourself. Now you have no AWP going forward. As we always say, Kenny S with an AWP, even with 4 USPs around him, there's a chance he can win that round. But Liquid just look like they're too clinical right now. This is just a perfect game of CS. That's not a perfect sight. Unfortunately, Shoxy probably knows this one's slipping away. They haven't really made a dent at all.
Yeah, very different scenes on the other side as we get Alicia's famous smile back.
Yeah, jovial scenes over there. Certainly not on this side of timeouts. Money, not great. 3,500 on 3 players. Jax with 6K. Lucky 4,500. There's not enough to buy that map, but it's getting to the point of desperation now. Can you really afford to let them go 9-0 up? Like, you're going to have to take some risks there. Someone has to come up with something. Let's get those HEs back out. Where were they? Like, on Overpass, you had all those great setups and reads of what Liquid are doing and taking out players initially. Round 9 doesn't look like it'll bring much excitement to the table. We have 2 smokes. They're still buying. They've taken the time out. They're buying after the freeze time suggests things are a bit chaotic over there. They're not really sure what the final stance will be. One player investing in Kevlar's could be lucky. And they have 2 smokes in total. Huge advantage here for Liquid, but G2, always a chance they can find a few ones. We will see.
Check the halls. Nitro. He's working with Twist. Flash out. Behind them, it wasn't the most elegant of pop flashes, but it still served the purpose of clearing an angle, and that's what Nitro does. Stewie, meanwhile, making contact against pistols over toward B. There was already a 15-0 half today.
Yes, there was.
It was Vertigo, and it was Team Liquid that dealt it to Team Envy.
Yeah, it wasn't pretty.
It really wasn't. It was Envy's map choice as well.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't like to see that. Vertigo is still a bit of a weird one, but this has legs.
Sorry, that was a chicken getting knifed. That wasn't my noise.
That was ambient game sound. We are going to have Kenny S left with just a Deagle. I guess it makes sense if you're Envy, right? Like, the only way you're going to beat a team like Liquid if you bring a wild card out, right? You see, like, an unknown quantity. Let's see whether we can surprise them with this pick, but obviously, yeah, really didn't work out for them. No. Nice try, though, I guess.
Yes.
9-0. AWP for Kenny.
Admirable alacrity, I think you'd call that.
Yeah, I guess so. That's a very eloquent way of putting it. We will see an AWP for Nav. At this point, it's difficult to really analyze what can be done at this stage. It's got so out of control that what do you even do at this point? That they've got more rounds than required already before GT have posted a single one on the board on their CT side. It's really difficult for me to even build a storyline where they get back into this one. But either way, they need to start finding frags. That would really help them out. Molotov should finish things off there for Jax. They'll have to fall back. Does he get away? He does. So they actually done decent damage here. They keep everyone alive. They haven't lost that opening pick.
You said he got away. He actually was standing between a smoke and flames on the sandbags and walked forward and took one further tick of damage when he barely had any more to give. I thought he was going to kill himself, essentially, walking back into it. Over toward A. Almanic's gone down. They get a kill back on Stewie. What a shot from Nitro. You pointed it out. A was open.
Yeah.
And he was rushing to try and beat them to the site.
I thought, okay, there's a chance that the CT's there. He might be able to get one of these kills. That was ridiculous. How has Nitro hit that shot? That's like the haymaker. That's just like, you know you're done now. If he's hitting shots like that, Stewie's already done some stupid stuff as well. This is as good as done in my book. We'll see. Double digits already, and they managed to get a kill there as well. Stewie goes down. One of the key protagonists here, 13 kills, but his teammates pick up the pieces. Nitro didn't even take any damage there as he gives G2 a taste of that AK-47. Jax, low HP, can't justify the retake here as they hold on to whatever they can towards B. Double digits. 10-0, ladies and gentlemen, on the T side of Inferno.
Unprecedented scenes, as you would say.
Probably would say that, to be fair. Oh, I'm not sure what happens now. You might as well just go double orbs on the G2 side, bring it out, see what can be done, aim for 10-5, take it round by round, all the cliches, really. They haven't gone for it. They could have bought that secondary orb. If you remember, when G2 first formed, we thought we were calling this the super team, if you think way back a couple of years ago.
It's a different roster, but yes.
Sure. My point was Kenny S and Shoxy on Inferno. They showed us how powerful a double orb on the CT side could be. We don't really see that from them anymore. It's not really a go-to for them. It was such a powerful thing that couldn't be shut down. I can't even finish a sentence, Matt, before the round's over. It looks like this one is
G2's just throwing in the towel now. They're just rushing it and getting slaughtered. Yeah. I get what you're saying, and to the point of the individual skill that we talked about with Kenny and Shox and having to reinvent themselves to look more like a team on Overpass, we kind of touched on that. That kind of speaks volumes about super team, fail, bring in young talent, back on level ground. It's happened in every scene now, almost. Now that the French have actually done it with Vitality and G2 looking better, they're the last, because I guess you could say Poland is still needing to do it, but Poland didn't have much depth to begin with beyond Virtus Pro, whereas Sweden, younger talent starting to raise the mantle there. Denmark, it certainly has. Most of Astralis are extremely young anyway. North America, young talent saved them. And guys like Rops, Frozen coming in. It's young talent everywhere that's making the difference.
Here's one of my surprises as well. Germany's actually getting a few exciting players break through as well. I got to cast Sprout over the weekend at MDL. They've got some amazing young players that are breaking through in the German scene as well. So you're absolutely right. The way the game's heading towards these young stars that just have buckets of talent, it really is quite exciting to see where the game's heading. But unfortunately, it's not quite exciting as to where this third map is going to finish, as it looks like we have an 11-0 scoreline, a tactical timeout, maybe technical. It's called technical, and it's just the old bug we haven't fixed yet in CSGO where everyone goes down to 100 FPS. If you do get that at home, PSA for you, just record a demo, stop the demo, and the bug will be fixed. We learned that a couple of weeks ago before, when this issue was happening about a month ago. We had to restart the servers, the PCs. It wasn't clear how to fix it. Now everyone's realized it's just as easy as recording a demo. That's all you had to do. And we're back underway. 11-0 map.
Yeah, on T side.
You can see we had a bit of the action there as well at the beginning of that round. That was the bug I was referring to. Anyway, round 12, and we will see if there's any chance of G2 posting a round at this point. That's the most compelling storyline I can give you. Doesn't look like it. Amanek goes down in the first 5 seconds of the round. That's been a problem throughout, and Jax will be isolated at barrels. That's a one-and-done position if you've ever seen one. Does Stu even check it, though? If they overlook it, I suppose there's a chance. One, done. And now, just lucky with a smoke who has to hold B by himself here.
Stewie considered taking full charge toward the site. The flash went deep. He didn't spot anyone, but he was quite separated from his teammate trailing behind in the NAF, so he didn't want to commit fully. Still have the advantage, but no need to give that away senselessly.
So 4 players coming towards B, Matt. You've got 1 smoke, a silenced M4. What do you do?
Open console.
What time to quit?
I'm kidding. Maybe that was the right call.
Yeah.
As Stewie deletes him from this round anyway. Twist gets Shox down. Kenny in a 1-on-3. I think when the score is the way that it is and Liquid's playing the way that they are, there's not really many options.
Yeah, there's not much to talk about, unfortunately, as well. Just a really nice display from Liquid. Textbook stuff, really. And once they get in this zone, when they're so confident in their own ability, they're hitting shots, they know they've got you on a leash financially. You keep force buying. You're not finding any kills. No one's broken double digits. Top fragger on GT right now is Lucky with 6 and 10. Amanek 2 and 10. Jax 4 and 10. You get the picture. It's 15, though, on a more positive note for Stewie 2K.
Yes.
If anything, these games are getting anything out of them, it's the raw skill that is displayed by some of these superstar players. Stewie 2K is a turbulent player, I'd say. Like, he has a very, very high skill ceiling, but I feel like he's an emotional player that if he gets caught inside his own head, he can stay there for a whole series. You won't see much out of him, but what a performance this has been on Inferno, just show-stopping.
He has certainly adjusted that to an extent. We saw that in Cologne. There was, I think it was map 2 or 3 in this.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on which it was. But there was one particular game I remember he was trailing behind, and by the end of it, he was top fragging again. So he has had moments now where he's shown he can dig into, you know, the mentality and adjust himself in game rather than waiting for that hard reset that a lot of players need, whether it's a halftime or the end of the game or a little bit of a breather, whatever it may be. But 12-0 for Team Liquid, and they had a 16-1 victory. We mentioned the 15-0 half on Vertigo earlier today. I won't jinx it, but could be on for one better, maybe. Did I jinx it with that? I don't know. It's like saying the word shutout when a goalie's holding one.
I don't know what that means.
In hockey, so if there's no goals against a goalie, you never say the word shutout.
Oh, okay.
Because you jinx it.
Do you believe in the jinx? Do you think it has...
I'm somewhat superstitious, but okay, only about certain things.
I was going to say a really bad joke. I'm not even going to get into it. Let's move on.
Tell me later.
I will, maybe. See if you're lucky. Speaking of which, he'll have a CZ. We're back in the action, Matt.
Well
Back up the way.
Good segue.
And we'll see ourselves with a Kenny SAWP. Desperation now. As they'll see if this is anything left there. 12-3, I suppose, is recoverable. He gets the first. That's Stewie 2K towards Banana. Now you can see, like, the problem is now Liquid will be so reckless and just challenging angles like that. This is when they can give a couple of rounds up. G2 are aware of that. They'll take the advantages where they can get them. Will have an exit to the right. He will. Gets the frag. And we might have the first on the board here for G2. But still have to find 3 more kills. Not over just yet. Good shot.
Lees normally hits that all day long when he gets the first shot off, but Kenny responding, and I think I jinxed it, didn't I? We just...
Might have done.
Wow. Type 1 in the chat to have me removed for jinxing it, and for the amount of rounds G2 might have at the end of this round. Smoke down toward Coffins. Twists needs to enter in. I'm sure it'll be on their minds. It's capping the smoke, but the flash allows them to cross. 2 players missing from this on the CT side. They're pushing backside of Banana now. They need kills quickly on the Liquid side if they want this to work. They need to start opening up the site because the flank is coming in and Kenny's already caught now. Twist with 1, follows with the second, but not fast enough to get away from Lucky.
Well, there we have it. 12-1. G2 post their first round. It is by virtue of the Kenny AWP. He manages to open things up and shut them down as well. 3 kills in total. Doesn't really cause much celebration in the G2 camp, understandably so. At this point, just playing for pride, I would say. Good shots from Kenny, I'll give him that. Not sure it's going to be enough. They get the 12-3. There is a very slim chance we have a competitive game here, but I don't feel like Liquid will give up 2 rounds in a row, but we'll see. Round 14 now. Been a very quick half here. Disappointing finish considering how good the series has been so far. WP for NAF and a slower approach here from Liquid. Not quite as reckless as before.
Not quite. Stewie. No Molotov on his side. Interestingly, excuse me, they go for the tree rather than down toward his position at Cubby, so that gives him the ground to work with. No money on the CT side. That goes without saying. Liquid have money for the rest of the half, no matter what happens. Kenny. Got the shot. Found Stewie quickly, but Elige also around the corner was able to trade immediately and smoke off CT. No flank push yet, but it's a full commitment from Liquid toward Banana. 56 seconds. And they are already inside of the B site, but Lucky, 5 HP. Down to Twist despite getting Nitro, and although it's a 3-on-3, bomb to be planted at Coffins. Jack's doing everything he can to get in position. Just trying. You really need to pray inside that chapel.
That's very fitting indeed. Like, if you got to that point where that's your only chance to land the plant, you know things aren't going too well for you. Just trying again, those stained glass windows, they're sturdy. As we'll see now, the retake begin. They've got to go for it. No two ways about it. Twist to be really awaiting, but the flashbang's efficient. A chance here. Kit's available as well. Is there anything left there for G2?
Oh! Actually, they might get this back. Bomb down. It's one-on-one.
It's down.
Tapped on the defuse. Shocks gets it, but not enough time. Not enough time. It's gone. Just barely for Liquid. 13-1. The Deagle through the smoke. I thought they were going to get isolated for a moment.
Yeah, it looked like there was enough there for G2, but of course, Snapfly, Deagle through the smoke. Gut punch at the end. It's Elise though. How many kills did they get through smoke? Good lord. 2 of them for Elise there. And then without the kit, Shoxy couldn't go with the full defuse, grabbed the kit, and then even if he gets a kill, as we saw, wasn't enough time. That's unfortunate. Auto shotguns and AWPs. Kenny S and Jax to wield them. Whew. Well, let's see if this is where they can find their second round on the CT side. It's looking likely to be a 14-1 finish. MP9s, shotguns, AWPs, oh my. Jax with the...
Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my.
You got that one?
Yeah,
you caught it? Nice, man.
Nice. Yeah, okay. Well, geez, man. I was... Maybe I underestimated you and didn't think you did it on purpose, all right?
You were helping me out. I get it. Oh.
They don't realize it.
Oh, God.
Realize it. Oh! He almost could have gone for the one on the ground first, but I think he was reacting to panic in some ways. Elise gets Jax down. Courage, brain, and heart. That's what they were looking for.
Wow. Will they be able to close it out? Oh, not bad from Shox, though. A chance here. Holding towards the quad. Now fly with the AWP. Shox looking good for 2 here. Not quite going to find that. The auto shotgun does, though. They have the man advantage. Bomb not planted, but the double orb retake. It's not known to be the easiest. Twist in such a strong position here. Would he even be ready for this? Absolutely not. Amanek will be dropped as things go back to an even keel. Kenny S, lovely work here. And Nafly, this is where he thrives. He wins these rounds, even though he's been painted into the corner.
Ooh, Kenny. He's painted his blood onto the corner now.
Lovely.
As it's 13-2 at half. Liquid dominating, commanding. Just about anything you could give to them in terms of adjectives they would prescribe. And now we'll take a break at halftime to see if G2 can get more than 2 rounds. We'll be back in a second.
Driving through the night till I met your door, go outside, stay up all night, and I take it all, I need it all. Driving through the night till I met your door, go outside, stay up all night, sleep through the sunrise.
Never let you double cross them. Moving through the city like it's Gotham. They told me get one, so I got one. Stop saying you're a boss when you not one. You ain't sacrificed, nah, you ain't lost none. All over the gram like you got a bag. You ain't big dog, we ain't hear none of that. I'm in the gym looking like a running back. How you know the flow, got them coming back. Who I was in the past, I'm unattached. Only focus in this moment is bringing the summer back. Oh, respect my grind, elevate souls and I spread good vibes. Young divine, you know I gotta shine. Raise your hands for a good time. Aight.
Vibe until the morning, sleep until the noon. You said that you want it, so I got it for you. Let's all get together and show them how we move, we move, we move.
3,
to you.
Ready, let's go. 'Cause you know how we roll. Let's take it round the world and back again. Ready, let's go. 'Cause you know, like I know, we'll take it round and round. Yo, hold up, let me switch my flow up. Back in high school, they were telling me I'll blow up. Doing talent shows and man, everyone will show up. Got in an accident and still made it for them to go nuts. You know what? I'm so what? I'm so That means I can't describe the way I vibe, the way I slide. And with the rhymes that make the dimes, I'll close their eyes and fantasize. I'm divine calling their phone number. No, you know I love you. And you know me, I can't sleep without blazing beats on stages for their ones gracefully. And I got a smile that they hate to see. Young, black, successful, though life gets stressful. Though life gets stressful, go and vibe out with whoever you next to.
Live until the morning, sleep until the noon. You said that you want it, so I got it for you. Let's all get together and show them how we move. We move, we move.
3, 2,
Bringing
1,
summer to
drop.
you.
Ready, let's go. 'Cause you know how we roll. Let's take it.
Beautiful Chicago by the lake. Red Hot Chicken by the PC. Doesn't know where I'm going with that. No
I
rhyme.
was wondering where you're going to go with that one.
You know what? Sometimes you don't think ahead enough, Henry, and that's why you don't get lines like that. 13-2 for Team Liquid over G2. And unfortunately for G2, they didn't show up in the third map despite having an excellent start to the series. They won on Dust 2, nearly did on Overpass. The good news for them is this is not an elimination match.
That is good news. I felt like the problem with this is it doesn't show how good G2 played in this series. They showed some fantastic form. They could have 2-0'd this. They had a chance to do that. It was on the cards. And now we watch Inferno, 13-2 down on the T side. Almost zero chance they can pull this one back, even to an overtime sort of situation. If they lose the pistol, that's pretty much all she wrote for this one, but we will see what they can do. They will fight valiantly on the T side here with the P250 in the hands of Jax. They have 2 flashbangs. Interesting, no smoke, so suggests those apartments players will commit in that position, be flashed off the chimney, and hope for the best as they go in together. The flash attack will be heading in that position. But there is this double stack in the pit. They've found out Banana's clear now, so they pretty much have to go. Flash will go, and you can see Elise, if he gets dropped, they might not check for a second player. This is kind of sick.
Gets one as well before going down. They won't check. Naf needs to hit the shot. Does. Lost some ammo in doing it. Needs to get a reload in. But he doesn't have the time or the space or the knowledge of space. He could have maybe pulled one off if he hugged the wall. They have the one-man advantage still on the Liquid side. Bomb to be planted by Lucky. Check toward the door of library. Nitro has a kit. Keep that in mind. Flash as well for him to work back in. Stewie's gone. Shox wins it out from inside of the pit, but I don't think they're aware that Nitro's heading in the same direction. He's behind the cart, which means they may not be able to spot it. Twist is down, but he's bypassed. Oh, no, he hasn't. Shox spotted him just barely. Knows he needs to go into sight. Tries to get it to a one-on-one, but Shox is too quick in the case.
Nice work from Shoxy. It looked like the round was done there. Liquid with a lovely little bait and switch set up towards the pits. Snapfly only good for one, couldn't quite find the insta-kill. And at that point, it's G2 running away with it. Forced by in the second, though. Liquid are pretty good at picking these rounds up. They're going to have CZ's Deagle armor. Might as well, I suppose, try and close it out quickly. A chance for G2 to rack some rounds up and make the scoreline a little bit more respectable, a bit more competitive. Whatever way you want to look at it. But a good pistol nonetheless. Shoxy had to deliver on all fronts there. Pretty much the highlight of the game so far for G2 is a victory in the second half pistol.
Lucky to extinguish the flames and then back off.
That also confirms the force buy. If they've bought incendiaries, you know that the fact they've got $600 on that side of the map, you got to treat this like a gun round now as they flood out of the apartments again. Will it work out a second time?
Twist was reloading? Not even drawing the weapon? Either way, wasn't ready with the CZ. Might have been trying to get utility deployed. I switched him a little bit late, but Naf inside of ruins, and his teammate beside him. They're going to try and save this now. You said it, force buy, keep what they do have, I suppose, and we go to 13-4.
Certainly do. Force buy does nothing for him. Mac 10 from Jax catches Twist with his pants down. Reloading beneath the apartments. Had the chance to get a couple of kills with the CZ. Pretty much an equal battle, but unable to deliver. And G2 will be hunting for these last two players. Naf and Stewie might as well send the MAC-10s in, look for some cash here. Headshot towards Stewie. Doesn't really do any damage at all through the wall. They're going to get Naf, almost certainly, yeah. There it is. And Stewie to survive. Shocks, doesn't commit, stays alive himself. Eco now for Liquid, 13-4 as they get closer and closer to finishing this one off. They seem to find a couple of rounds. I'll take another eco here. Nice work from Jax. Can hold on to their MAC-10s for now. Round 18. Liquid can't get the quick finish they were looking for.
This is an interesting position from Liquid. Back to the Astralis tactics of B-bomb side on overpass at times. So 4 players in the arch. I'd love to see someone just walk out and peek that.
B-bomb site completely open. Stack. I don't think we're gonna see it.
Yeah, I wanted them to go that way just to see this work. Someone's got to go there, surely. They're going to confirm the B site's open, so maybe not. It would have been too perfect, I'm afraid.
This is the perfect round, but looks of things. G2, B-bomb site clear, bomb makes its way over.
It's going to be twice as funny when Shox walks to the back of all 4 of them and gets 4 free kills.
It is sticking with it.
They've got to turn around shortly. If they just give up, yeah, see, that's the unfortunate part. They didn't account for. Ooh, that's not bad from Shox, the old running gun.
Yeah, not bad at all.
Ace. Just 4. You got those 4, though.
Just 4.
Yeah, it's not, it's just 4. It's not good enough.
Not good enough, I'm afraid.
Oh, sorry.
Nitro AWP, first gun
Throw
round.
the chicken.
At this point, unfortunately, like, G2 have 3 MAC-10s, right? You're not really in a position to try and build money. I would say just get rid of those MAC-10s now. You got 3 of those. I would be calling it that we need to win this round, like, regardless of money. This doesn't seem like the most ideal approach. Good news is there's 4 players that were helmets, I suppose, so maybe they are relatively effective, but I don't see this round going in their favor. Let's see what they can do with it. Someone has to pounce, catch Nitro out. 1 bullet to the head from the MAC-10 with a flashbang could be the perfect combination.
Smoke down deep. Molotov bounced, rather, excuse me, grenade bounced in through the door. Fast play with these MAC-10s toward B. 5 players all in that direction. Nafnet backs away. Flash. Needs his vision back. Can't get it in time. Thought he might have bought himself just enough distance, and now the B site's wide open.
Yeah.
Need to chase the damage. It won't make it to Kenny. He's gone all the way around and back inside of the site.
Well, they know they're up against MAC-10s here, so they're going to give it a go, but G2, that's what they needed. 1 quick pick. Nothing found from Naf. Substantial damage. Will Stewie go for the stained glass shot? Not yet, but there's a double kill on the cards here. There it is. Oh, in between both of them. Now he knows everything there, but still, it looks like G2 have full control.
Lost track of where he was being shot from, though, Elige, as he walked around the corner. Thought it was coming in from Coffins. It was at Oranges, too. And Lucky closes it out, so they'll get the upgrades for free. AWP and 3 M4s. They gave away an AK-47 to grab the op. Unfortunately, if they communicated that a little more clearly, they might have been able to bring the AK back out this round as well. But it's 13-6. No money for Liquid. So not done yet.
Definitely not. Those MAC-10s pay dividends. They've now been upgraded to rifles, loads of money. Up against the pistols, cannot afford to lose to those. Round 20 and G2 might start to have a fighting chance. 4 rounds away from double digits, that's when the pressure starts to be applied. You can't get too comfortable sometimes with these leads. CZ, though, surely unable to find more than 1 kill here. There's too much trade potential.
Omnic gets Naf and a full wrap toward the arch, but they won't push through. Rightfully so, given the position of Stewie. Twist, pit, ooh, hang on. I was gonna say, if he found Kenny, who was low, or Omnic rather, that was low, they might have had a chance in it. Stewie, 57 HP, trying to do what he can inside of the smoke, but Shocks wraps back in from top of mid. And 13-7. The chicken's been brought back. Don't throw the chicken.
Yeah, look after him. See, oh, yeah, there it is.
Pretty unfortunate positioning of the tag on the chicken.
Yeah, you could put that anywhere else, I suppose, but it's there, it's proud, and it's loud. We're going to be heading into round 21. Double orb setup, Nitro and Naf. Naf with only 8 kills. I suppose his teammates have been taking the lion's share. Wasn't too many to find after his teammates was absolutely decimating everyone in the first half. But now G2 starting to look dangerous here as they're 5-0 up in the second half.
Twists. Ooh, damage there. Not a lot, though. Only clipped Jax. It seems, with the smoke down at the end of the hall. Double bounce of smoke either side. Top mid flash out spray through. Lucky gets a liege. A little bit of luck for Lucky. Twists has gone all the way back inside of the pit. But nades are on top of him. Nitro only good for 1, but Twist comes back out. That might be enough to give them a chance. Bomb drop temporarily. Still the advantage, though, on the G2 side. The lob nade in. Softens up Kenny, but not enough to do anything beyond. And Liquid's got to make a call here because they're giving away rounds. This becomes 13-8. We're back to within 5, still 3 to go, and they don't have a lot of money.
Certainly don't. Liquid starting to get flashbacks now. Naf and Stu will have to save. It's another round on the board for G2, 6-0 on their T side now. This is starting to become a conversation. 3 players survive. G2 looking strong, working together, trading out their kills. A-bomb site wide open once again. Nitro's AWP, the double orb setup didn't work out. So Legion Twists unable to find much at all, overwhelmed. As the bomb will go off, 2 players to survive. The lost bonus will keep them in contention for a purchase here, especially the orb saved.
Just throwing around the chicken.
Yeah, he's really getting a battering out there, isn't he?
Maybe he's the MVP right now. He's bringing the mentality back. They're having some fun.
They're moving it around every time. They say, right, now it's your time with the chicken.
There used to be a tradition in Calgary. I'm not sure if there still is. In the playoffs, each game they'd give out the hard hat to their team voted MVP. So it wasn't always the guy who scored the most goals or got the most recognition on TV, but it was the hardest worker.
Yeah.
They could do something like that every round. Yeah, good round. You were the best of us. You get the chicken.
Yeah, that's not
and
bad.
The next round, you give it to someone else.
Little reward
game.
Yeah, just say
Keep yourselves positive.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Has the chicken got some sort of secret powers within it? That's the question we're all asking ourselves now. No buy, no force from Liquid. They did save 2 weapons. CZs, Deagles to go with them. Kenny S looking like he's found some confidence, but that leads to his demise here. Opening kill and incendiary as well. Ali's trying to find the gap to maybe get the weapon. Second kill was available there as well, but he gets his head taken off. As now funneling back towards the B bomb site.
And they know that if they're going to go for that weapon, they need support in doing it. So why not take B now while you have a chance of less defensive players? Lucky, oh, he's in the corner. I thought he was going to go all the way through that. Thought he might actually just walk in and try and surprise Stewie. Rotation back out, 2-2 split. That's not surprising. And Naf has the AWP. Has smoke. He's going to go through that. He certainly is going to go through that. Naf gets the first. Stewie gets the second. The crossfire sufficient, but Stewie needs to stay alive. Can't do it. Now the site opens back up. Advantage for Liquid, but they don't have weapons. Doesn't even matter for Naf. He's got the AWP. He's the weapon that they need. And although Shocks knows they're coming back in, they don't know where he is, but a great read. The pistols can't get him. And whoever wins this round will have the most kills in it. And Shocks finds his 3rd to level up with Naf. It's 13-9.
They knew exactly where he was. They spotted him there. He saw Nitro coming for the pre-fire. Instead of waiting for him just to make the next move, they decided to swarm his position. It's those sort of plays that could cost them the game. I can't even imagine a world where they throw this one, but it would be quite historical. 3rd and final map. It was a lock-in. It was done. It was a 13-2 first half. They were 12-0 up map. And now, G2 have just pulled back a 1 versus 3 with Shoxy and 22 kills.
Wow.
This is getting a little bit out of hand. You can see them actually, their temperament's changing. The chicken's moving around. He's looking
I think he's
sprightly,
the MVP. They had fun. You start having fun, you play better.
I think you might be right. You're
Wayne
onto
Gretzky
something.
once said, if you're not having fun, even a 10-foot pass is hard.
My goodness.
And we all know Wayne Gretzky is Captain Canada. So just give them number 99 on the back of those jerseys, please, Twist Naf, then things will be fine. Well, back out of spawn again for G2, who have tons and tons of money.
Yeah, they haven't given up a single round yet. A 3-on-1, where they knew exactly where it was, and instead of just waiting, they pushed him. That's when that's signs of like you're getting a little bit too carried away, like you're not planning to win the round, just trying to close them out quickly. You could have just waited. You knew exactly where he was. You give a player like Shoxy an inch, he'll take a mile every single time. Keeping them alive here. 12-0 down. On that CT side.
Wow. I think we need to get it together. Get it together, Stu. He can't. He goes through, misses shots. This is looking like a problem now. This is not Liquid waiting and biding their time. This is a problem. This is G2 back in this game. So forget any sort of casualties that we were suggesting about Liquid perhaps not caring as much, G2 having fun. This is definitely on now. And Naf inside the site has people wrapping in all directions. No idea. He's down. This round's over as well.
Ooh, wait a second.
And no smoke towards CT might change it.
Yeah, we'll see what can be done here. There is a chance that Liege can find a couple of kills. Sneaks in towards the well. Lucky towards Cubby. Bomb ticking away. They need to find an opening. They've got it. Now, most of the players focus towards that coffin side, but the flank is coming in. Amanek should secure things here. What a shot from Nitro. They are yet to post around on their CT side. This could be one of the scrappiest ones yet to find, but Jax, his position looks like it might be enough. 2 versus 1. Will the shot be found? It took absolutely everything out of them. That was not an easy round, but finally they get there first on the CT side. A sigh of relief, I would say, to deny double digits as well on the G2 force.
I wouldn't be surprised if there was a smoke down CT, they actually save on that.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have had access in.
You're
They
right.
lost 2 in the site. They get a kill immediately and suddenly they go for it. But we still have a game. It's 14-9. Liquid's just won their first round. Not a full reset. You still have the bonus to work with, but their CT side. And we know the bonus is not enough CT side. So if they lose here, we know G2's got lots of money, conversely. So Liquid trying to find map and series point. Nitro not going beyond the position of top middle in which he would be able to spot the T-stairs, just holding the wall. Lucky, very quick and aggressive. This is a brawl, this is a joust. It's called a lance. Hello. Stewie takes down Lucky. There's a Knight's Tale reference for you.
I liked it.
Thank you.
That was a good one. It's been a while.
It's a great movie, that.
Yeah. I can't quote it like you, but I'm impressed.
It's almost like Deadpool in that it
Sure.
doesn't take itself too seriously for what it is.
Yeah. It can make fun of itself. Well, at this point, Liquid should be able to find series points. It's weird it's taken this long, but they have the advantage for now. Amanek will give his position up, throws the HE towards the pits. Stewie TK, aware of presence inside that smoke. No damage inflicted, however. No smokes remaining, apart from one on Jax. Didn't spot that. So maybe a chance to get the bomb down yet. They'll have to focus towards quad. They have lost banana control. Classic boost dip. Kenny S will get nothing from it. Molotov, if that makes it towards the graveyard, could have been enough, but Elise is safe for now as time ticks away. They're going back towards B, I think. Bomb there, cancelling and actually heading A.
Jax around the corner, needs, catches, twists, down to 50. He wants to play the position though. Smoke out, wants to get aggressive behind it, and he will. Doesn't even need to do anything. His presence alone baits out Ominix's aim, and just like that, they kill off everyone. Good hold of the A site by Liquid, and now we get map and series point.
Certainly do, but as you mentioned before, there's so much money on the G2 side. They have done well to fight back into this one. It's a great display of character, if nothing else. that they could even find the mental fortitude to stay alive here. Nitro has bailed them out. Remember that round they won, the first round, he had to do a remarkable play to keep them in it. A double AWP setup on the T side, not traditional, I'll say that much. We talked about Shox and Kenny S being trailblazers originally on this iteration of Inferno with a double AWP setup, not on the T side, I'll say that much, as Stewie UK might get more than he bargained for with this challenge. Fires off towards the banana area, damage towards Kenny, but ultimately cost him his life. 4 AWPs out there.
Still waiting to see what will reveal itself behind the smoke. Naf. Wah! Yes, sir. Catches Lucky midair. Skeet shooting, that's all that is.
We will like a bit of that.
Jason's quite good at that, isn't he?
He calls himself surgical with the shotgun, so yeah.
Surgical with the shotgun.
Dr. Moses.
Clean and clinical, I'm sure.
Beautiful, that's all I know. Either way, towards A, and it's a strong pincer here from G2. They've got great map control. 2 CTs isolated on the bomb site here. 1 round will do over Team Liquid. Time ticking away, 35 seconds. As the rotation from Elige comes over as well. Final chance here for G2.
Twists, guys get Jags down. He's followed it up to find Dominic. Runs alive, Kenny S. Twists with that kill as well, and he's looking for the 4th to close out the game. Elige steps into the picture instead. 16-9. Liquid can have a nice Friday, a relaxing Friday, because they'll find themselves ready for Saturday inside of the arena.
Yeah, it wasn't the clean finish they were looking for there. They were 12-0 up, but all that matters is that they win the game. There was no doubt in their mind that they were going to take it. They took their foot off the gas a little bit, I suppose, but G2, they are looking like